Hey guys, what's going on? Steven back again. So I'm back with my episode 12 trailer breakdown. Now, the episode is called The Key. So let's take a look at the trailer for episode 12.
On the next episode of AMC's The Walking Dead.
Today is about scaring these people. Hit a few, let them turn. Don't kill them. For Negan!
The saviors are on their way. We're gonna fight them. Get people ready. You know what to do.
You failed your boys, you failed your people.
Why didn't you just let me save you, Rick?
For more video, go to AMC.com.
Okay, so there's the trailer for episode 12. Now let's break it down. Alright, so first we mute that. Alright, so first shot we have here is Rick and Michonne finally making it to the hilltop. The band is back together. And then, of course, we have Rick and Daryl over here at Glenn and Abraham's graves. Although, I don't know whose grave this is. If this is even a grave. Obviously, it's not Carl's, because, well, Carl is over at Alexandria. So, I'm drawing a blank on whose that could be. You know, because here's probably Glenn or Abraham right here. And, you know, he's over here looking at this, so I don't really know whose that is. If that is even a grave, I don't know. But I'm sure, you know, Rick and Daryl are going to have some moments there, you know. Hey, I'm sorry about Carl and everything like that, you know. He was a great kid, you know, touchy-feely stuff. Alright, so we got Maggie and we got Rosita. I think this is probably a misdirection scene, or maybe not. I don't know. It does look kind of like either sunrise or sunset here, and it kind of looks a little bit more sunny in this shot, because I was kind of thinking that this shot right here is probably just a misdirection, and this is actually just Maggie and Rosita looking at Rick and Michonne making their way up to the hilltop. You know, because at the end of episode 11, someone shouted, hey, I think it was, you know, Rick's here or something like that. So I thought that is what this shot is right here, but I could be wrong. They could be looking at, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be the Saviors yet. Maybe Jesus is returning from a run, because we do know he is out on a run. Or maybe I am wrong, and they are looking at Rick and Michonne making their way up to the hilltop. But I don't know, just looking at the sun and everything like that, it looks like the sun is either setting or the sun is rising. And then, of course, you know, over here it looks a lot sunnier. So, yeah, I'm not too sure about that one right there. So, you know, there she is looking out, you know, through her binoculars and stuff. I don't know who or what she could be looking at. Alright, so then we jump over to the sanctuary where the chemical warfare is beginning. You know, as you can see, you know, a little stabby. You know, this dude looks like he's smearing butter everywhere, but he's, you know, coating his knife with some yummy Walker guts. You know, this dude also has an axe right there, so that's pretty cool. Looks like they are also shoveling guts or whatever into barrels. Unless they're just going to dunk their weapons inside of them. I don't know. Because there was, I think it was another sneak peek where Negan's driving in his car and he has a barrel just like this. Or maybe this is the barrel for Negan, where, you know, Negan's in his car and he's driving and he has a barrel, might be this one, and Lucille is dunked inside of it. So maybe that's what that's for. Or, I don't know, maybe they're just going to, you know, fill that up and dunk their weapons inside of it. Who knows? Or maybe they're going to make some catapults and launch that stuff over the walls of Hilltop. That'd be pretty cool. Just saying. And of course, you can see all the yummy gooiness all over, you know, this dude's knife right here. And I think that's a machete. I don't know. Whatever the hell this thing is. This stuff is, you know, Walker Guts is like dripping off of it. Looks all gnarly and nasty. This is going to be one awesome moment, you know, when, you know, this goes down. But, yeah, look at that knife. It's all caked on and ugh. And of course we get Simon there, you know, don't kill him and stuff like that, you know, just wound him. Simon's becoming a very interesting character. I don't know why. Maybe it's because, you know, he's Trevor in GTA, but I'm totally digging Simon, even though he's probably not going to make it through the season, you know, since we already have Dwight turning, you know, Negan obviously is going to survive. I mean, that's why they killed Carl, you know, for, well, however you want to spin that, you know, oh, the story of, you know, we killed Carl to bridge the gap between why Rick is going from I'm going to kill you to not doing it. You know, there's other reasons to spin that, you know. I'm still sticking with AMC is cheap as hell. They didn't want to pay Carl money, and they just said, hey, kill off the kid. If the heat gets too bad, we'll pull you out. We'll owe you a favor. I'm still sticking to that theory. I think that's what it's for. And I think that's just how they spun that. But, yeah, anyways, you know, Negan's obviously going to survive. Dwight obviously going to survive. So someone from Negan's hierarchy needs to go. And unfortunately, I think it is going to be Simon. And then, of course, we get this shot right here. You know, looks like the convoy's getting ready to move out. You know, we got a shot of Negan in his boots and everything like that. And, you know, here's his car right here. And then, of course, we get Simon and his saviors, you know, chanting, you know, for Negan. Let's see, I'm trying to remember, because there was also another sneak peek that I think they showed at the end of the Talking Dead, where they're driving through the convoy, and Rick basically comes out and T-bones, you know, Negan's car, and, you know, they basically drive off and everything like that. That was from another sneak peek. I probably should combine them somehow, but yeah, you know, those two are driving off, and I think this is where probably Simon is rallying the saviors, you know, saying let's go get him or something like that, you know, because they're all for Negan, you know, so that's what I think is going on here. Yeah, see, here's the convoy and everything like that. I think, yeah, see, there's, you know, Negan's car. I think he is bringing up the rear in this convoy right here. And I believe from the sneak peek, Rick just comes out of one of these alleyways and just basically plows right into the side of them. All right, so we got Rick basically scouting him out. You know, there's you know, there's Negan, and if you look close enough, you know, you can kind of see Lucille right here in the passenger seat, and it does look like the bucket. So the bucket from earlier does look like the same bucket here that you know, Lucille is basically sitting in. All right, so it looks like we got you know, a wrecked car, crash car right into a telephone pole. Maybe that's Rick's, I don't know, or that just could be somebody else's, I don't know. But either way, looks like you know, Rick is ambushing them. I'm gonna say that is you know, Rick's car, because as you can see, there's a ton of rear view lights and, you know, car parts and junk like that. So it looks like you know, Rick and Negan are going to get into some sort of car wreck, and, you know, Rick is probably opening up on him. You know, from one of the earlier trailers, you know, there is a car on its side in flames, and that is when, you know, it shows Simon and Dwight standing next to each other. So I think this is going to be this scene right here. So either way, Rick is opening up, probably shooting at maybe Negan or the rest of the convoy, don't know, or walkers. There we go. I guess I should have kept going with the trailer. And then, of course, we got Maggie, Enid, and Michonne. Not really sure what they're up to, but they're out on the road. I really don't know. I'm kind of lost on this one. I don't know what they could be doing, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of lost on that one. Maggie and Jerry talking. And, of course, we get the final scene right here with, you know, Negan and Rick, what looks like inside of a warehouse. Again, from an earlier trailer, you know, it shows a little bit of a different clip of this, where they're both walking around inside of a warehouse, which automatically made me think of the governor and Andrea scene. You know, when she ran away from the governor and the governor was chasing her down, and, you know, she's inside that little warehouse thing, and, you know, she's basically hiding from him, and he's doing like his little whistle thing. So that's what it kind of reminds me of here. You know, you got the hero, you got the villain inside of a warehouse. Although in this case, I don't think, you know, one is hiding from another. I think they're both looking for each other. So either way, I think it's still going to be some sort of callback to that scene, just played out a little differently. You know, like I said, one person's not hiding from another person. I think they're both looking for each other. So either way, I think that'll be, you know, I think that'll be pretty cool. So, yeah, I think that is the end of the trailer. Yeah, usually about 30 seconds long. So, hey. But, there we go. That's a pretty cool shot right there. But, yeah, anyways, sounds like it's going to be a, you know, pretty interesting episode. You know, we are building up to the season finale, you know, which I'm not going to spoil. If you read the comics, you know what goes on, what goes down. But, yeah, you know, that's what we're building towards. You know, that's why, you know, Dwight went back to the Saviors and stuff like that to find out, you know, what they're planning and stuff like that. I do think this might be the last time that Dwight will be able to, you know, keep going back and forth. I think eventually, you know, we do have what's her name still out there somewhere. What's her name? Laura? That Savior? You know, the one with the neck tattoos and stuff like that. You know, she's still out there somewhere. She could make a, you know, an appearance somewhere. And, you know, I think that'll be the end of Dwight jumping, you know, back and forth, you know, trying to get information. I think, you know, if and when she ever does show up again, I think that'll be the end of Dwight, you know, going back to the Saviors for more information, and he'll have to stick with, you know, Team Family. But, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a very interesting episode, you know. We're obviously going to have some sort of a car race scene, car chase scene. Jesus, can't get my words out. You know, because like I said, there was another sneak peek, and there was a car chase scene going on between Rick and Negan and stuff like that. So it does look like this one is going to be very interesting. Looks like we're going to have some action. You know, like I said, the car chase. And then, of course, you know, Rick shooting and all sorts of other stuff. So looks like it's going to be a very interesting, possibly action-packed episode, which I know a lot of people have been asking for. You know, a lot of people have been saying, you know, where's the action, stuff like that. You know, the comic is better. Don't forget, you know, someone said, don't forget, in the comic, it's easier to draw whatever you want into a comic book because, you know, you're just drawing it in there. If you want to, you know, draw a massive car chase scene, massive explosions, and all sorts of cool stuff, you can draw that in. Where when you're filming it, you only have, one, so much money, and of course, as we all know, AMC is cheap as hell, you know, with their little tiny budget they give the show. And two, don't forget, some of the stuff takes a long time to film. Like, you know, that earlier car chase scene where they were, where Rick and Daryl were going after the dude with the 50 cal, that might have taken maybe a couple of hours. 2 or 3 days to film, just that one scene. So, filming action scenes takes a while, and, I think each episode is only done in about 10 days, I think. I think they only have 10 to 12 days to film each episode. So, doing action scenes like that might take a few hours or a few days to do. So it's very difficult to, try to do all that. So, but either way, I'm rambling on. Looks like we're gonna have some action in this episode, so can't wait. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about that grave from earlier. Is that a grave? Whose grave is that? Or is that just something else? Because that's not Glenn and Abraham's grave. Those are behind him. So let me know whose that is, because I'm drawing a blank. I don't know whose that could be. Let me know what you guys think about that. And, let me know what your thoughts are, about this episode. What do you guys think just from this trailer right here? Are you looking forward to it? What do you think about the action that's coming up? Car chase, all that good stuff. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Anyways, feel free to hit that subscribe button. That'd be awesome. Help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description box below. And of course, like I said, leave me your thoughts and comments. And definitely stick around. More videos are coming. I do have some information about season 9. Where was it? The Walking Dead has started work on season 9. Obviously, it's pre-production stuff, but hey, information about season 9. You'll definitely want to stick around for that. And then, of course, the Q&A should be out Thursday or Friday. I think Friday. I think it usually comes out like late Thursday night. So, Friday I will have the Q&A for episode 12. So definitely be sure to stick around for that. And just stick around. More videos are on the way, and I will see you guys next time.